Welcome to Caymanas Park Replay and Highlights Show, where we show the latest horse racing replays and results.
Field of 9 for the first of 9. They're off. Fair start. Irish Whiskey though, left at the back needing some speed. Vanessa the Grey takes off quickly. Heart of the Sea is there with Curlin's Flight. These three going at it. Unruly Boss takes them on, and it's Vanessa and Heart of the Sea who match strides. Unruly Boss a length and a piece back. Curlin's Flight now overtaking a narrow third. Will the Conqueror races next. Turn on the Light is in behind in the yellow down on the rail as they lead the half mile. Vanquish are now beginning to make ground, needing to find some 6 lengths. King Anthony is racing on the rail. Irish Whiskey is toward the back of the field, and last of all it's T. Brady. They leave the 3/8 marker in the first event and make their way to the 5/16th, and Vanessa matches strides with Heart of the Sea. Curlin's Flight now let loose for the challenge. Unruly Boss is within striking distance as they turn for home. Vanessa the Grey asked to kick at the top of the lane, leaving the quarter pole behind. Here now is Unruly Boss and Anthony Thomas. Heart of the Sea is running on the spot. That run has petered out. Will the Conqueror and Samantha Fletcher racing out wide, but Unruly Boss has swept through and grabs the lead. Vanessa has given up, and Unruly Boss is running away from them in the first event. It's Awesome Anthony and the hand ride. Unruly Boss, shown the stick a couple of times, wins by 7 or more. Will the Conqueror is second, Vanessa third. Turn on the Light fourth. T. Brady is fifth. Five and a half furlongs. They're off. Eddie 29 left at the back with Hidden Valley. Phoenix Risen in the red goes charging into an early lead under a snug wrap as they go flashing past the 5. Princess Alani now taking it to him, and these two separated by a head as they charge toward the half mile. Tekapunt is on the outside, moving through horses. That Slammer now going on, and it is Phoenix Risen just from Slammer in second, a length down. Princess Alani is back in third. Tekapunt tracks those in fourth as they're stringing out. Sunset Silhouette is on the rail, 6 lengths off that lead. Almost joined by Eddie 29, and Hidden Valley continues to race at the back. They've left the 5/16th. They're at the top of the lane. 2 furlongs to run, and they've got to catch Phoenix Risen under the hand ride at the moment and striding out powerfully with 3/16 remaining. The favourite Slammer needs to find 3 or more. Princess Alani is on the rail, creeping closer. On the outside, that's a Tekapunt, but it's Phoenix Risen continuing to hold the advantage, beginning to tie up just a little bit as Slammer now comes on with a strong charge along with Tekapunt on the outside. Princess Alani with a scorching kick over on the far side. It's going to be desperately close between Tekapunt and Slammer. Princess Alani is third, also close in behind between Sunset Silhouette and Phoenix Risen.
So repeating once again, Tekapunt, number 4, the winner. Number 5, Slammer, second. Third, number 2, Princess Alani. And fourth, number 6, Phoenix Risen. Final time, 1:08 flat for ready for start race number 3. The Reggae Vibe Trophy. They're off and racing. Toughness left at the back early. Nina Dorado, that's the first one to lead. On the outside door, the Butcher cutting the corner and saving ground. That's Bold Sammy. So Bold Sammy and Nina Dorado, these two bouncing easily on that lead as they go towards the 7 furlong point on the course. Cutting the corner, it's Nina Dorado in front of Bold Sammy. Right on there outside, that's Door the Butcher, saving ground. Funky Fashion is fourth. Behind Funky Fashion, recovering, that is Toughness, 3 lengths away to Moon. And racing at the back, War of the Roses. Passing the 6 furlong point, heading toward the 5, and it is Nina Dorado bouncing easily on the lead, being tracked intently by Bold Sammy on the inside, just on the outside of Bold Sammy. That is Door the Butcher, 2 lengths away before we come to Toughness, joining that group and coming around and recovering. That is War of the Roses. Between horses, that is Funky Fashion, 3 lengths away to Moon, passing the 4, and Bold Sammy and Nina Dorado. These two have hooked up from the start. Martin, they're still going at it. A length behind before we come to the recovering nicely and going down. That is War of the Roses. Dropping back a bit, that is Door the Butcher. Behind Door the Butcher, Toughness. Then comes Funky Fashion. Moon still racing at the back. 2 furlongs to travel. They're at the top of the lane and still in front. Bold Sammy kicking away. Bold Sammy by 2 lengths. Right on the rail, that is Door the Butcher. That is Nina Dorada. Could have had enough and fading. Coming on the outside, that's War of the Roses. But Bold Sammy is traveling sweetly in the Reggae Fives trophy. Bold Sammy skipping away from them, and Bold Sammy has this one all won. Bold Sammy, if you have Bold Sammy, run to the windows and catch those bets. Bold Sammy wins. Finishing second, that is War of the Roses. Door the Butcher is third. Funky Fashion could be fourth. Stan Roy loads, and we're ready. Ready for a start. 6 furlongs the distance. They're off and running. Came out in a good line. Coat of Arms at the back of the field early. Rising Bop showing speed, and Rising Bop goes through along with Dare to Speak on the inside, passing the 5. Then comes Dash of Class on the outside of Dash of Class, and coming around, that is Explosive Charge. Just behind those, that's Powerful Red on the rail. Stan Roy. Then comes the favorite, Twilight Storm. Then comes Coat of Arms, and at the back, Reason. Passing the 3.5 furlong point on the course and coming toward the 3. Rising Bop in front and bouncing easily from on the outside, and coming around, that is Explosive Charge. Right on the rail, Dare to Speak looks to be fading. Rising Bop at the top of the lane. On the inside, Rising Bop is down. We have a follow. Rising Bop is down, and coming through Dare to Speak on the rail. Explosive Charge, and here comes Lady Samantha Fletcher and Twilight Storm. It's these 3 across the track, and Twilight Storm now it's the front with Lady Samantha Fletcher. She's in good form, but on the inside and running a good race, it's Dare to Speak, and Dare to Speak has burst you, and Dare to Speak beat Twilight Storm. Explosive Charge. It's very tight between Reason and Powerful Red.
Seven furlongs. Field in line, starter ready. They're off. Fair start. Latapi toward the back with Eddie's Princess. Just ahead of those, Key Witness. As they charge down the back stretch and make their way toward the 6, they're there now. And Diosa de Oro hooks up with WINX Choice. They dispute that lead. A length and a half to 2 lengths in behind them. Buckler cruising along under a tight rein. Key Witness is 2 further lengths back. Almost caught now by Latapi. Eddie's Princess and Tradition run together. They're joined by Milkman. And at the back of the field, it's STALLWALKIN'GIRL. They make their way to the half mile. Maybe 6 lengths separates the entire bunch as WINX Choice has quickened and attempts to steal away. Diosa de Oro in hot pursuit, pushed down into second, just a length and a half back as they're about to arrive at the 3. Buckaluk has made some ground. Watch Key Witness on the outside in the blue cap. These are followed up by Latapi. Then we have Eddie's Princess, Tradition, and a Milkman racing out wide, and STALLWALKIN'GIRL can't improve from last. They're coming into the top of the lane. They're into it now. A quarter of a mile to run, and it is a WINX Choice with that lead. Diosa de Oro now kicking in on the outside under the wily Dick Cardenas, and now it is Diosa de Oro who hits the front. WINX Choice left back in second. Key Witness is running on in third. Over against the rail, that's the grey Latapi in the orange silks, but it is Diosa de Oro responding to the right-hand stick of Dick Cardenas inside the final 16th. There's no stopping a Dick. And Diosa de Oro eased down in the end. They win by 5 or more. STALLWALKIN'GIRL is next. Could be Latapi ahead of WINX Choice. Key Witness is 5th. To place. Second 7, STALLWALKIN'GIRL, 73. Third 6, WINX Choice, 161. Fourth 4, Latapi. Fifth 2, Key Witness. Up comes Old King Cole. Looks to be in. Field in line. 6 furlongs, 1,200 meters. Denzel Miller doing the honors. They're off. Fair start. Great Brit came off a beat slow, along with Old King Cole and ALANI beginning to recover. APHELIOS breaks well, attacked early by the Genesis, sudden flight rushing up to take them on. Queen T races on the rail as they leave the 5. Bridal Blush in the orange races up next. Watch ALANI making ground. It's a boy between horses. Money Man out 3 wide in the blue sleeves. Old King Cole has made some progress, and the struggling Great Brit remains at the back. They've left that half mile. They swing past the 7/16th. It's the Genesis attacked now by Sudden Flight and APHELIOS. ALANI right there. These 4 in a tight grouping. Money Man beginning to edge closer, along with It's a Boy under a ride. Bridal Blush and Old King Cole race together. Then Queen T and Great Brit at the back. 4 horses coming into the lane almost in a line, but the Genesis maintains the advantage. Sudden Flight on the attack. APHELIOS the grey in the pretty pink silks near the rail, right against the fence. That's It's a Boy, but the Genesis continues to thwart the challenges. APHELIOS now beginning to make gains inside the final furlong. It's the Genesis and APHELIOS. It's a Boy sneaking closer on the rail. The Genesis by a nose. APHELIOS now taking it off. Here is It's a Boy roaring home against the fence. It's going to be tight. It's close between the Genesis, APHELIOS, and It's a Boy. Money Man races in behind them. Could be ALANI 5th. 7. Superfecta 19,268. 70 triples 37,119 each. 11 winners of the high 5 32,450.
Rider takes a seat. And you ready? Ready for a start from Michael Sim. This is a 5 furlongs round. They're off and running. Very good break. Paraiso, though, the first one to load. Morse code attacking right already. Coming around on the outside, that's Whispering Magic as they pass the 4 furlong point on the course. On Chico back in 4th on the rail. Right behind those, that's Cruella in 5th. Racing in 6th, Colorado Ranger. And the trailing pair of Dancing in the Breeze and Always Vigorous. They've passed the 3 furlong point, heading toward the 2, and on the inside Morse code, on the outside Paraiso. These 2 are in a battle royal at the top of the lane, right against the rail, and coming around, that's on Chico, looking to spring the upset. Wide on the outside, that's Cruella coming on. 4 across the track in stampede fashion to the furlong pole, and it's Cruella, just the leader from Paraiso. These 2 are fighting. Cruella just on the lead on the outside. Cruella in front on Chico, right against the rail, running encouragingly. It's Cruella in front. Cruella beats on Chico, running on. That's a Whispering Magic. I think Paraiso is 4th, and Colorado Ranger in 5th.
Starter ready? They're off. A perfect start. Jean the pilot and makeup artist get away quickly, and makeup artist flashes into that lead. God of Love rushing up to challenge on the outside. She's a wonder right with them as expected. She's out 3 wide as they leave the 5. Jean the pilot back in 4th, 5 lengths off the lead. Here's Laban progressing on the rail. A break of some 3 to Duke under a ride and making mild headway. Last of all, it's El Profesor. They've left the half mile in the I'm Satisfied trophy and arrive at the 7/16th. Makeup artist battling She's a Wonder in between them, tucked neatly. That's God of Love in the red silks as they go flashing past the 3. Laban is not too far away to land a blow. Duke now begins to roll. Rojon the pilot is on the rail, and El Profesor struggling at the back. Into the lane they come. In the I'm Satisfied trophy, they're at the head of it. A quarter of a mile to run, and She's a Wonder grabs the lead. Makeup artist has faded back. Here is Laban now running on the outside. The great Duke now comes running as they're inside the final furlong. It is a She's a Wonder with that lead. Laban running on the rail. Duke is toward the outside. She's a Wonder holding on to the advantage. Rojon the pilot is also finishing fast, but it's She's a Wonder hanging tough in the I'm Satisfied to win. Could be Rojon the pilot over Duke, then Laban El Profesor. Your attention, please. After this George's inquiry, there will be no change to the order of finish. Field now in line. They're off. 7 furlongs. K-Boy, As You Wish. Old Wharf at the back. Up front, Colbert gets an early lead. Diplomacy right with them as they leave the 6. Ajita races back and forth just 2.5 lengths off that lead. Strike It Will is next. Tomahawk on the outside. Angelos runs the rail as they are about to arrive at the 5. Sweet and Smart is next. No Identity races ahead of Princess Lizzie. K-Boy runs the rail. Above all, Lynx is in front of Zabratone, then Old Wharf. And at the back of the field, it's As You Wish. A half a mile to run. They're in the turn for home, making their way to the 7/16th, and Colbert attempts to go gate to wire, leading by a length and a very long tail. High Diplomacy chasing. Ajita back in third, now being pushed as they go past the 3. Strike It Will, caught and overtaken by Tomahawk. Angelos runs the rail, then Sweet and Smart. K-Boy asked to make progress ahead of Princess Lizzie, but the field now turned for home. They're into the lane, and the long-time leader Colbert continues to fight hard. High Diplomacy throwing down the challenge on the outside. Ajita is over against the rail. Tomahawk more toward the center with Sweet and Smart and K-Boy. It is Colbert getting the left-hand stick without furlong to run. High Diplomacy trying to get to the leader. Colbert continues to battle on the Uville Pinnock. They lead the 16th pole. High Diplomacy now inching closer. Colbert in a driving finish. High Diplomacy looks to have gotten it over Colbert. Then Sweet and Smart, Tomahawk, Ajita.